More interesting opportunities on the top picks list this week. Eric, we start with you. You are going to talk about a financial services ETF.
That's right. IYG is the symbol. It's from iShares. Financials have actually been the best performing sector of all the S&P 500 sectors year to date. And this ETF has been one of the top two in the last month and 3 month time periods. So I'm kind of going with the momentum play here on this one. Some of the top holdings are Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, Citigroup. 2 of those 3 are actually buy ranks right now, so it could be a solid pick from that front. And then also asset managers and big regional banks. These are actually in the top 20% for Zacks industry ranks. So it's got a pretty good focus in terms of Zacks Industries, and the fund's been performing quite well, so I think it can continue this trend as we head into these summer months. I'm looking for this sector, along with healthcare, to kind of healthcare and technology to lead the market going forward.
All right, so IYG is the ticker, but the name is the Dow Jones U.S. Financial Services ETF?
Yes.
Is that right? Okay. Just wanted to clarify that. Tracy, you have an oil services company.
Yeah, I'm going to go on the opposite end of what Eric just talked about. These guys, energy has just been beaten down, kind of. Nobody cares about it. It's really lagged most everything else that's been rallying here in the last couple months. So I do think there's some good values here. My pick is Newpark Resources. They are a little bit different because they're not an oil producer. They make like fluids that the drillers use. They make mats and other things that are used for when you go in to drill. They make access roads, things like that, and then they do some environmental remediation services. They've been around for forever, since 1932, so they've had a long time to deal with the ups and downs in the energy market. They just signed a big contract for 2 deep water drills in Brazil, which, because they're deep water and they're going to need a lot of fluid down there, and it's huge. The analysts loved it. That won't be coming in as revenue until the second half of the year, but they're expected to grow earnings about 21% this year. They are Zacks #1, and they do have some value. They're trading around 14 times, so not super expensive here. So it's a good way to get into energy.
Okay. Oh, look at this. You have a home builder.
I do.
Ryland Home. Does that mean that you finally believe that the housing recovery is in full swing?
All right. No, hold on. Now, again, this is where you got to be specific, and you bring up a good point. Okay, so again, there are pockets of the housing market that have excelled. There are others that have lagged. What investors have done essentially is gobble up all of the really cheap stuff, the stuff that every family wants to own, the 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom, 2-bath sort of houses, right? So that's why some home builders have been doing well. You need someone to replace those. Ryland, out of everybody, is pretty much spot on with that. That's their target market, sort of average America, 2 and 3 bedrooms, sort of 2,000 square foot homes. They are the #1 in terms of sales, in terms of land acquisition. They are the #1 out of their peers. They are also the lowest valuation. They're a Zacks rank 1. The stock just corrected 20%. I was on listening to a call with Larry Nichols, CEO here, just a couple weeks ago, and he said, I see no reason why our growth won't continue. We just had the best 2 quarters we've had in like 10 years. And he just kept going on and on about how positive he was. And I'm listening to this and I'm watching the stock drop 20%, and it doesn't make any sense to me. And I think what's happening here is the market, again, is forecasting, telecasting out what's happening with interest rates and all that. And I think they've got ahead of themselves. I think there is a need right now for people to buy homes. We know there is a need for people to buy homes. Rents are through the roof. And Ryland, they're gobbling up tons of property around the USA. Again, the bottom line is backlog, 57% increase over last year. They've got, it's insane. They've got like a year's worth of homes waiting to be built. The bottom line is Ryland Homes, I think they've got a lot of upside potential. I like the sell-off for a buy opportunity.
I'll take that as a yes to my original question. Thank you all for that. Don't forget, you can read other articles that these folks write on Zacks.com if you're not there already watching this video, and you can peruse other stock picks and stock picking strategies there as well. With everyone here, I'm Terry Ruffalo.